procured ARVs is in jeopardy again. This time, the court has halted the procurement of drugs worth over 800 million shillings until a case in which a consortium of suppliers have challenged the tender process is determined. An Indian company, Hetero Drugs Limited, successfully sought the intervention of the Public Procurement Review Board to compel the Kenya Medical Supplies Agency, KEMSA, to accept its tender documents. KEMSA had rejected Hetero's documents apparently because they did not comply with procurement rules, and instead issued the tender to a consortium of UK Crown agents, German GTZ and John Shaw Group. The tender award sparked a legal dispute, resulting in a case in court. But as the large corporates flex their muscle in court, the lives of 100,000 Kenyans of the Global Fund ARV program are at risk.
First urgent measure we took as a ministry is that from our normal allocation of funds for medicines, we normally get from Treasury every year money that we are meant to use to buy medicines, essential drugs. So we took already 300 million to procure ARVs, which should be arriving any time now.
But that leaves only 450 million shillings for purchase of all other essential drugs for the whole country for a whole year. The PS concedes that this is way below the 1.3 billion shillings required.
And we have already alerted Treasury. We have told them, certainly we are very clear about this one. We don't have enough money for essential medicines.
Because of the emergency, the drugs they are purchasing are much more expensive because they don't take, the tendering system into account.
Cost aside, these drugs are expected to last only 3 months, possibly until December this year. KTN got a hold of Professor Kiyiapi's letter to the U.S. President's emergency plan for AIDS relief, explaining as much.
And we have written to them to request so that they can give us another coverage of between 3 to 6 months. So I can guarantee, therefore, that there is no need for any worry.
This is not the first time, and in fact last time they were actually told, excuse me, we are not going to.
Already 190,000 Kenyans are on ARVs under the Pepfar program. The story of the Global Fund in Kenya has been a rocky one. Last year, Kenya lost $67 million, equivalent to about 5 billion shillings, that had been allocated under the Round 2, owing to its failure to account in time for the 4 billion shillings extended to the country under the first phase of that funding. The same year, its application for Round 8 was thrown out on the same grounds.